because a lot of teams, it was kind of shocking this weekend. A lot of things happened that you're kind of like, wait a minute, what? Yeah. And then it makes you kind of say to those teams, man, maybe we need to pump our brakes on, oh yeah. One thing you talked about last week is a team you really wanted to see lose. Tampa Bay and Tom Brady lose to the New Orleans Saints 36-27. But this game wasn't close.
It wasn't Winston who beat him.
Right.
Now,
right.
I'm sad about what happened to Winston. If you didn't see, he hurt his leg. Did they make the announcement of what was the verdict?
No. At the moment, let me see. I don't think I wrote it down. Yeah, no, at the moment they said it was an ACL injury. He was carted off on the actual, but I think that was just for precaution. Right now, they don't know. They didn't say it was a tear, but they said it was an ACL injury. So right now, we're kind of just hoping for the best, man. Yeah. Hoping for the best.
But as you can see, that doesn't look like Sean Payton needs to work with any kind of quarterback. He could just do it and get out there and show you. Man, what a Simeon? Who is this guy?
Trevor Simeon, man. He's been floating around in the backups for a while. But look, when I saw him, man, I was like, wait a minute, what? I think what happened to Taysom Hill? But he got knocked out in our game.
And he was out too.
Right. So, hey, Trevor Simeon came in. He did what he had to do. But you know what I liked about it, though? I don't know if you saw the press conference after the game. Simeon was like, look, you know, I was glad I was able to be there. I was able to do what I needed to do. But this was all for Jameis. We're really, concerned about him. We want to make sure that everything's right. They really felt like it really seems like they have a close-knit kind of like quarterback room over there. And that's big. That's big.
That's huge. I mean, I feel like that's special. If you can go in and not really think about, yourself, but think about the team and doing it for Jameis, I think that's awesome, man. I mean, they got the job done. New Orleans did. He went out there and did it for his team. I mean, come on, 23-7 in the third quarter.
Right. And see, that's the thing. New Orleans, look, let's go back. Give us context. Let's go back. New Orleans, even when they had Drew Brees a year ago, and even without he was injured, New Orleans swept the Super Bowl champions a year ago.
Yes,
you know what I mean? Yes. They lost to him in the playoffs, but they swept him during the regular season. In fact, New Orleans in the last couple of years has had Tampa Bay's number. So this one hits like a divisional game, but it also goes with we know who the coach is. Sean Payton is a genius. You know what I mean? He knows what he's doing. He's coached against these guys before. So there you go.
2 interceptions, Sean. Tom Brady, the man, the guy, the GOAT. Right. 2 interceptions. He did have 375 yards.
Right. Right.
Still Tom Brady.
Right.
He got 2 interceptions, man. And it just I don't know. I feel like Tampa Bay got exposed. I feel like the Cowboys exposed them to realize at the beginning of the season, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like Tampa Bay can be beat. I don't think that New Orleans beat them. Come on, let's think about the team that New Orleans has lost to.
True. But then let's also think about the team that New Orleans has beat. They beat the very, very tough Washington team. They gave them all they could handle. Let's go. No, but they did hold and give they did hold Aaron Rodgers to 3 points and give them their only loss. Right. So we got to give them some credit. That defense is legit and it's proven as such this year.
Absolutely. I agree. Shout out to New Orleans.
Yeah.
You did your thing. I'm actually I'm shocked. I don't think anybody had you guys winning.
No.
But they pulled it off. But Sean, we got to move on to the next game.
Yeah. Janae, and speaking of being shocked, Chargers lose again. New England shocks the Chargers. Like, what is this? Okay, Janae, we ask this question week in and week out. Can we believe in New England, or are the Chargers just struggling? Like, what is happening? The Chargers were, ahead of the AFC West like 2-3 weeks ago.
I think New England has a good so you have to, when you cook, you got to have good ingredients. I think New Orleans has good ingredients. I feel like their defense, as long as their defense can keep them in the game, we've already seen that Mac Jones can throw the ball. So if we continue to watch Mac Jones throw the ball, be efficient, and watch that defense hold them so they can try to just compete, it can happen. I mean,
Yeah.
the Chargers, man, they're 4-3, man.
Yeah.
They're 4-3. I mean, they were middle of the road. We are excited about them because they are different from the Chargers that we've seen. We think that they're good. I think that they're good, but I think that they could be beaten. I mean, we beat them. People have beat them.
Right. They're not. Yeah.
No, Chargers, no.
Right.
Yeah. Literally, no Chargers. No, I agree. I just don't think that we want them to be great because we're just used to seeing them not being that great. But I feel like the Chargers have a good ingredients as well, but they're just not what I think they are. I think that they are good. I just don't think that they're the top.
I think in the mortal words of Denny Green, if you don't crowd him, go ahead and crowd him already. I think a lot of us gave so much credit to Justin Herbert and much deserved winning the offensive player rookie of the year a year ago, and that he was just going to take this team, wouldn't have any hiccups. You know what I mean? This is still a struggling team. They have a high-powered offense. They have a good defense, but they still can be beat, like you said. So, you know what I mean? And New England, hey, fundamentals. You know what I mean?
That's all you need. That's all you need. Come on.
Belichick is still in charge.
He's a defensive mind. That's why they had 3 sacks, Sean. 3.
Yeah.
3. Look. So I feel like, it is what it is. I think Chargers will win a couple more games. It's not like it's over, but I just don't. I'm not ready to jump on the bandwagon of their top tier yet.
Not yet. Shout out to Brandon Garner watching this. What up, Brandon? Saying Mac Jones is the answer now. Belichick is going back to the Super Bowl.
Stop it!
Wow!
Stop it!
Yo, shout out to Delilah. What up, Delilah?
What up, Delilah?
I would be very careful about the Patriots next year, though. Mac Jones will be having a full season in his back, and Bill will be going to challenge next year. That I believe.
Absolutely. But remember, there are better teams. Like we're still thinking about the Patriots, the old Patriots. They're gonna have to work their way up just like everybody else. So I'm not thinking in my mind. I don't see that the Patriots are gonna come out here, next year and just be stout. I think that they're gonna progressively be better. But I'm not gonna put the Patriots back on the level until they look like they back on the level.
Right. So that, again, this was a shocking victory, and, we're talking about it because it was a good victory, but at the same time, pump your brakes, Hey, and as far as pump your brakes on another one, first of all, what in the what?
The Jets got 2 wins.
Yo.
The Jets got 2 wins. Hey, how many did I say on Does That Make Me Crazy? I said they was going to get some wins.
Did you said a couple? Did you say 2? You might say 1.
I don't know. I'm gonna find it. But I said the Jets would win some games. They got the formula, like we talked about the recipe, man. They got the formula. Don't get me wrong. It was Cincinnati, but Cincinnati's cooking. So
that's what I'm saying.
On a little roll. So it's not like they didn't.
Coming into this game, Cincinnati, like statistically, was like number 1 in the AFC.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And the Jets are not.
But if they can turn it around, I mean, even if they can have a positive season, I mean, it would be, even if they can get 4 or 5 wins, it would be a positive season. Come on, Sean, we're talking about the Jets. If they can get wins, this is probably where they usually stop. 2 and 5 is where they just plateau.
We're right, but was this a fluke though? I mean, come on, Zach Wilson was out. They had their 3rd string QB in the game. Shout out to Mike White for MVP.
Did Mike White not play?
I mean, come on now.
Mike White was right that night.
Right. He did his thing.
Are you upset that Mike White? I mean, come on now. Are you? He's actually.
Can he sustain it?
He can sustain. They don't got no tape on this kid.
Yeah,
he just went out there and balled. And the thing, they were in the game. They actually played. When was the last time you looked at a Jets game and been like, oh, they're playing?
Right. They were in it. Yeah, I got to shout out my
405 yards. The thing is, it's a Cincinnati. They were 5-2, a good team.
Right. And what happened? Come on. It's not like they weren't in this game. They were doing what they were supposed to do, but they couldn't put the Jets away.
Exactly. They couldn't put them away. And the thing is, if the Jets can do what they just did, they can win a couple games. Like I said, I'm not hyping it. They're not going to go all the way. But the thing is, if they can win some games, I mean, it should build morale please, for the Jets fans, build some type of morale that you think that next year could turn it around.
Right. You need to. Remember,
everyone is saying Cincy is the best team in the AFC right now. They got checked.
They did. They
checked. They definitely got checked. And the thing is, I feel like if the Jets can do that, we can see if they can win some more games. Now we know that if we were just talking about a team being really good in the AFC, look at what we got now. Look exactly what we have now.
Right.
We got that beat them that's at the bottom, but working their way up. And look, you got somebody to come in, a kid that was doing better than your starting quarterback.
Right. And let's be honest. In that list of elite teams, we have the Packers, we have Dallas, and we have the Rams. Because that's the three elite head and shoulders above in the league, not just the NFC.
Yeah.
The AFC is more wide open. Look, Buffalo, we could say, oh, they're the best. They lost to an upstart Pittsburgh team.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Cincinnati, they lost now to the Jets. KC, we see what they're doing. So, the AFC is wide open right now.
Wide open for any.
Yeah.
And I said it's going to just be very interesting to see who gets to the top out of AFC 12.
Right. Hey, look, exactly what we said. Yep. Shout out to Jay Red. Appreciate you being on here, buddy.
Wide open, Jared.
Yeah.
Hey, but we got to get on to this next game, which was crazy in itself. It came down to the wire. Into the wire, man. Tennessee finishes off Indy in overtime. Ladies and gentlemen, what a game.
What a game.
I felt so bad for Wentz. Ah, man.
But isn't this what we said, Janae? We said it. We the defense, I trust. The coaching, I trust. The running game, the receivers. The only thing I don't trust is Wentz. He always lets you down. I'm sorry.
2 interceptions, but he had 3 touchdowns. I mean, 251 yards. I just don't understand, Sean. I felt like Wentz could possibly win the game. They were going to beat Tennessee. They were playing with the top of the AFC right now, and
right. And this I think was more for me because I'm sitting here ready to say, hey, playoffs, let's go. They still got issues. Wentz is still struggling. And they got to get together. But look, the story of this game, you know what happened. Derrick Henry, man, you've got a foot injury, and it's not clear yet, but they're thinking he could potentially be out for the season. Yep. Janae, what?
Yeah, they said that it was bad. It's swollen, so let's just keep him lifted up in prayer. But that's a huge blow to Tennessee's game. They're going to have to heavily rely on Tannehill, and I just don't know if that's going to be a full game proof. You know what I'm saying? Tannehill, you know what I'm saying? He was with another team. We've seen what he can do when it's basically relying on him. But we're going to see. We're going to see. I am a little worried about that for Tennessee.
I am definitely. Now, we did get reports, and Delilah, I think Delilah checked in on that. AP, I think the Tennessee Titans signed Adrian Peterson.
Okay.
Will AP be the answer? If the Titans can't win any more games without Henry, that's another piece of evidence that Henry is carrying the team. Look, we knew he was carrying the team. You're absolutely right, Delilah. He's definitely carrying the team.
So AP wasn't playing this season, right?
Huh? No, he was out. He was with the Lions, and then he was out this year.
I wonder why. I mean, he did really good with y'all.
Look, I vouched for him to come back. I did. But we got a lot of stuff going on. He didn't want to come back. Or maybe we didn't want him to come back. I don't know. But look, AP, I'm so glad that you got a spot. I hope you can get on the field and do some things, man. Your career ain't over. It's not over. All right, man. Keep going, bro.
Much respect to AP. But, I mean, we got to talk about it. 2 interceptions, 3 touchdowns. Come on, 265 yards. Tannehill, like I said, they're going to have to worry about what their future is and how they're going to work this game plan.
Yeah.
If they can't find a decent running back, I think Tannehill relies on a running back.
Yes. He is one of those that definitely is relevant due to his running game. You know what I mean? So I think it's going to be interesting what they do moving on.
Let's talk about breakout player, man. I did think that Pittman was definitely very.
Yeah. Oh, I agree. Pittman, man, I got him on one of my fantasy leagues. He's solid. He's solid. I'm not gonna lie, all day. Let's go.
He hooking you up. Hey, let's get to this next section, man, because this is one of my favorite sections.
Oh, you already know what it is. You already know. A section that a segment that my team used to be on a couple weeks ago. It just seems just like yesterday we were on this list.